Hello, hello. How's it going? We're back in my studio and I'm gessoing watercolor paper. This is not my normal go-to for paper or for painting in general, but I was gifted an entire block of watercolor paper by a comrade of mine and I couldn't resist a little experimentation. So I pulled off some sheets and am priming it so that I can really see how I feel about it, because, watercolor paper is really good for a lot of things. It's so absorbent and strong. Yeah, we're going to see what else we can do. I'm going to put this layer of black primer on it, and hopefully that takes some of the texture away because it is a cold press watercolor paper. It's very bumpy and very textured already. So, yeah, not my favorite, but sometimes you just have to do things outside of your comfort zone. Oh boy, I really had my way with this paper. I really leaned into that texture and I kind of love these. Yeah. Hello. Hello, hello. It's me again. You know, I often work on more than one painting at a time. Not so intentionally though. Usually I'm working on one painting and I happen to have my sketchbook and paper prepped next to me, and I like to use up the paint that's on my brush and it helps me experiment. For this particular situation, the 3 sheets at once was great. I don't use watercolor paper usually, but this was a little bit of an experiment for me where I primed the watercolor paper and it still was so absorbent, and I was just like, wow, what it's supposed to do, but it's just shocking. It's shocking. I prefer a hot pressed paper or like a Bristol where it's really, really, really smooth, and I have more control over the texture that I am adding or creating. Also, I have a tendency to overwork watercolor paper because of that texture, and I just want it to be like a really smooth edge or something, and you just can't always get that. So I have a tendency to go over a mark more times than I would normally. It's what it is. It's good to recognize those things and be like, oh, I don't have to do that, or the line doesn't have to look like that. I can water the paint down more to make it more fluid. There's all kinds of problem solving that comes up with this. So yeah, it's a good practice, real good practice. Yeah, I like how these turned out. Yeah, quite a bit. Having spilled a bunch of paint was a big flag of take a break now. So yes, yeah, this is what I did for most of my week, and I hope you enjoyed all of that. We're getting closer and closer to Halloween, so I feel like it's really appropriate. These little spooky hands are kind of coming out of these paintings. I've been enjoying all of the skeletons in people's yards and whatnot. I think a little touch of macabre in these paintings is real appropriate. Yeah, until next time, y'all take care. Okay, bye.